Oh no, you said while running to grab your cornflower from upper locker. Because your height was less, you started jumping to grab it. Fast, I'll miss the other step of the chef, you said as you were making your dish while watching live episode of MasterChef. Damn this cornflower. After a few seconds, only coughing sound was coming from the kitchen. Maid. Madam, are you alright? The maids came running to see the cornflower was all over you, from your hair to your shoulder. Meanwhile, he came and said, "What is the chaos on the weekend?" He said, making you immediately look back, not wanting to show him the messy face of yours. Damn, Ryan, I told you not to do that. You could have seen the episode, and then after that, you could have tried it. But no, you have to take risk. You turned to face him, who witnessed your hair, your face, and clothes being messed up. He ordered the maid to grab towel. He started cleaning your face and hair. Seems like a storm hit the kitchen. Look at the mess. You pouted angrily and looked down. But still, it is better than your messed up office room, okay? He said, earning a glare from him. We have to go for a family get together, remember? Go and get yourself cleaned. Time came to evening. The entire restaurant was booked for today's party by Mrs. Kim. She is really strict, making you stick to him only. You both greeted his parent and bowed to them. Mrs. Kim. I'll see your aunt and come, okay? He nodded, but his eyes widened after he followed your gaze where you were looking. He made you turn your face and look at him. Those chocolates are for kids. Don't even think of it. You nodded while pouting, making him shook his head as no at your soft behavior. Your eyes were busy looking at different new faces. Some you remembered and some were all new. You gasped after being pulled in corner. Yeah, what are you doing? What if mom see that? You said being worried. He kept his finger on your lips and passed you something making you frown. Chocolate bar, you said. He nodded, making you smile and grab it. He was standing with you until you finished that. You don't want others to give you a weird look and make you uncomfortable. Well, you're cold but caring. Thank you so much, he said while hugging him softly from side. He then dragged you with him again to the center. Mr. Kim, Thai, come here. You stayed silently there until a group of female approached you. Mrs. Kim. Why, this is Thai's auntie and her daughter-in-law. You bowed to them and greeted. My daughter-in-law got married after you, but she gave me a grandchild. So when are you planning to make Mrs. Kim grandmother? The auntie said. You were taken aback how smoothly she's asking you such personal question. Mrs. Kim. Of course she will. Till the end of this year, I might get good news. Right, Ryan? She said while eyeing you, making you look down. Auntie. Mrs. Kim always have a habit of making things work her way. Ryan. But mom, being a parent is a big responsibility. We can't just take it casually. Mrs. Kim. Oh, come on. You're not the first one who's gonna be parents. But we have to be careful when we are ready or not, you said. Auntie's daughter-in-law said, Oh, Mrs. Kim, you were saying that in your house everything happens according to you. But seems like things are changed after Ryan came in family, right? We are not in a race of giving birth to child. How can you talk about that? You said. Mrs. Kim, Ryan, you're giving birth to a child next year. I want a grandson or granddaughter. That's it. But mom, me and I did discuss about it. Auntie, discuss? And I thought Mrs. Kim already thought about all this. She said in a mocking tone. Why are you coming but you were cut off when you felt a huge slap on your face making you land on the floor. Just shut up. Everyone here knows that I am the one who control everything in my family and everyone have to agree to that. who have given you the permission to talk to my guest like that? You have the nerve. My words are line drawn on rock. It can't be changed. Actually, it is my fault. I shouldn't have let my son marry you. Someone who is this worthless and can't give him a child. Your eyes got teary. She was about to say more when. Enough, Mom, he said from behind. He helped you stand up. She is not your slave that you're treating her like this. Mrs. Kim. That you don't even know that she's trying to change our family and crash everything, she said as you started sobbing. He hugged you, trying to calm you down. You're done talking, then let me listen to her as well. Mrs. Kim. Are my words not enough? No, it isn't, because I'm well aware of your nature, aware of your controlling behavior, he said. What the hell are you saying? Mrs. Kim replied. You tried to stay silent, but he shook you by your shoulder, asking you to reveal everything, and you ended up spilling all the beans. Mrs. Kim. I did nothing wrong. I asked for a child. You didn't ask, Mom. You ordered, as usual. Because for you, only you and your reputation matter, nothing else. Absolutely nothing. Why showing me those eyes, Mom? Did I said something wrong? From the time I am conscious about my surrounding, you control me, my games, my studies, everything. I don't remember any of my childhood or my teenage or college time when I took decision myself. I was never your son, Mom. Instead, I was your trophy. A trophy of a perfect son. In every sport, studies, and this bloody family business. But not anymore. If you try to do that, same with my wife, I'll not tolerate it. I was shocked after you selected Wyatt for me, but then I realized your game in that as well. You did that because of her naive and innocent nature, so that you can control her and tame her like you did to me when I was small. The exact same reason why I shifted to another mansion away from you. So that the trauma I faced, Ryan don't have to face that as well. But you started again, Mrs. Kim. Just for that girl, you're talking like this. She's not just any girl. She's my wife and my life. The girl who had problem with me working late nights, skipping meals because of my health. When I see her getting treated the same way, and you're saying me that to stay silent? If it wasn't her and Jimin, then today also I might be dependent on you, thinking it is normal. I might have never been able to take decision of my life. It is her love which gave me power to understand and to fight. I stayed silent because it was past, but I forgot your reputation matter more than your own family. If you can't change, then just like that forget he have a wife and stay away from you the same way you forgot you have a son and his wife. I thought you changed, Mom, but a tear made its way out of his eyes. He took you from there. Mrs. Kim was shocked getting a reality check from his son and was broken. Dad, please come out. Please don't harm yourself. It wasn't your fault. You were knocking the door, being all worried. It was my fault. My mom hurted you. I'm sorry, Wyatt. Dad, please come out. I know it reminded you of your past, being controlled by someone for long, even when you are mature. Can make you vulnerable, underconfident, and scared. But you are no more that. Dad. No voices coming from the room making you more scared. If you'll not open the door, I'll sleep here on floor only. Choice is yours, you said but smiled after the door opened almost immediately. You hugged him then and there. You scared me for a while. We already dealt with it. Don't torture yourself. You sat on bed with him in your arms. He sobbed silently on your shoulder. You let him take out all his emotion and kissed his forehead. Sleep, love. It's late. It's okay. Everything is fine. We are away from her. You said. After a lot of struggle, he finally slept. You didn't leave him for a second the entire night. Time skipped to morning. He woke up because of sunlight hitting his face. He looked at the time to see it was pretty late, making him confused. You are on leave for a few days, Mr. Kim. You are emotionally drained, so take a break. You said while combing your hair. He signaled you to come close to him and sat on bed. He laid his head on your lap, taking a deep sigh of relief. Yesterday was long, right? He questioned as he nodded. He sat straight after a while and buried his face on crook of your neck, making butterflies dance in your tummy. He pecked your lips. Morning. You replied with a good morning wish. He took you in his lap and kept his head on your shoulder. You showered? You nodded. Why, I am not in mood to bath. Bathing together could have motivated me. You hit his chest, making him giggle. Maid knocked on the door, making you try to leave from his lap, but he tightened his grip on you. Come in. Chill, wifey. Maids. Mrs. Kim have come, sir. She wanted to meet you. Tell her that Mr. Kim is not available today. He's busy and don't want to meet anyone else. He said as you tried to object, but he held your hand. Please, Ryan, let me make her feel some pain I felt for years. You didn't say anything since it was his call. After that, you both spent some time together, and in evening, he went out with his friends. Time skipped to evening. You were watching horror movie alone with widened eye. You were all focused in movie and eating popcorn until pooh. Ah, ghost! You didn't look back, instead started hitting the ghost till you heard a painful groan. Yeah, Vagan, first look before hitting princess, he said. First watch horror movies and then hurt everyone else around you. Who tried to play smart and try to scare me, huh? He said. Okay, okay, I'm sorry, but my back, you hit me with the bowl of your popcorn as well. Oh, I'm so sorry.